Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marina Silva, and I'm a researcher at the Oceanos Institute of the University of the Azores. I will be giving you a brief overview of the Azores demonstration project that will be further developed by my colleague Tel Murato during the working group meeting tomorrow. The Azores is an oceanic archipelago in the mid-North Atlantic between continental Europe and North America. It has a rich seafloor topography comprising, for example, island slopes, many seamounts, deep fracture zones, trenches, a part of the mid-Atlantic ridge, and abyssal plains. This diversity of habitats supports several different ecosystems, including hydrothermal vents, cold water coral gardens, and sponge aggregations. This is a strategical geographical setting that makes the Azores an ideal location for long-term deep ocean observations. The Azores is also an area of increased blue growth opportunities in the deep sea, such as fishing activities, bioprospecting, and is even of interest for mineral resource extraction by the mining industry. The richness of the Azores in terms of deep ocean ecosystems and resources, combined with the large number of stakeholders with different interests and needs, creates an urgency for knowledge of the deep ocean, its health and carrying capacity, and makes deep ocean observation activities and their integration very valuable. Our scientific research at the University of the Azores over the last decades has allowed a better understanding of many aspects of deep sea ecosystems, including its high biodiversity of species and communities, with the Azores holding the highest number of cold water octocoral species in the North Atlantic. It has elucidated ecosystem functioning and improved knowledge on the biology and ecophysiology of deep sea species, and we performed experimental and modeling studies to show the impacts of fishing, potential deep sea mining, and climate change on deep sea ecosystems, and used this information for spatial planning and decision making. Despite these scientific advances, there are still several knowledge gaps that hamper the proper development of area-based policies that promote the conservation and the sustainable use of deep sea natural resources in the Azores. One pressing challenge that we have identified is on our understanding about how oceanographic processes and water masses shape the diversity, composition, and distribution of benthic ecosystems, both at present and under predicted future ocean conditions. This is because we do not have sufficient oceanographic data at the scale of the Azores, which is a very large scale. So the way we see it is that this challenge could potentially be addressed by integrating ecological data with a collection of long-time series and large spatial scale of environmental parameters at key sites in the Azores region. Gathering this information would, of course, require a large scientific effort and a wide range of monitoring platforms, approaches, and programs. Some of these challenges for the Azores have already started to be addressed in a DUS and Atlantis Joint Community Workshop that took place in June last year. And some of the ideas for research sharing that have been discussed at the workshop are listed in this slide and included collaboration with global initiatives and programs and ocean technology programs. But I won't go over it in detail because Felix will talk about it in his presentation. So if you want to learn more about the Azores demonstration project, please join us in the working group meeting tomorrow. Many thanks for your attention, and please let me know if you have any questions.